Bang! Neeves Knives, I'm Jared, and today we are going through a box of knives from a knife company that's new to me, VIPERTECH Knives. So this is the first time I'm checking anything out from this company. Now, I did notice on their site that a couple knife designs look like they might be stolen. Not saying they're trying to clone it or anything, but they do look like they have some design influence from some designs that already exist. And I did tell them I didn't like that, but I got some what looked like some original designs from them to check out first. So the first one I have is the Slugger, and it is an automatic in D2 steel. Has a wicked looking blade shape, aluminum handles. Yeah, not too bad. Ooh, I like that I can close it with one finger all the way down. Look at that, all the way down. Nice click when it closes. Yeah, not the heaviest spring on this particular one. It might just need some breaking in. That does happen with some autos. So the blade shape though, it kind of clips up, clips down, and clips again, which is really cool with this nice recurve. The geometry isn't bad. Sharpening tool and plunge grind's horrendous. Wow, they should have just cut that off. But you know, it's only, how much is this knife? Okay, so it's $89. So yeah, the price is up there a little bit, I think. You know, you're getting D2 and aluminum handles, so I kind of understand it, but also not really. Civivi, you're getting the aluminum handles with button lock action for, what, like 65 bucks or something like that, right around there. So it might be a little bit on the higher side. It is an automatic. And yeah, so let's check out the next one. Not too bad. It feels like decent quality. You know, like I said, the spring could have been a little bit stronger. The next one is, okay, there's two in this one. Okay, so this one is, what is the name of this one? I'll put it up on the screen if I find it. For some reason, I'm just not seeing it. But, you know, I have to imagine it's around the same price range. But it's a cool little sheep's foot blade. This one has a lot stronger spring. Oh yeah, this one pops. Ergonomics, you know, it's a small knife, but it's pretty comfortable. Again, D2 steel with aluminum handles. The aluminum is nice. Let's feel the lockup. Lockup's good. I should have checked the lockup on the other one. Sharpening tool and plunge grind is a bit better on this one. They did taper it down. But it at least looks a lot cleaner. Can I close? Yes, I can close it one-handed, no problem. And there's no milling on the inside, so these are solid aluminum handles. The geometry, again, not too bad. The edges could definitely use some work, not the best edges. And yeah, you know, it's a cool little EDC. Now the blade length, I'm guessing is Cali legal. I guess I could check really quick. Blade length is, oh, 2.5. So 2.5 inch blade on this little guy. They have all different sizes. Now this next one kind of reminds me of the Fact. Now I'm not saying that, or the Factor, is that what it's called? Either way, it's just a little spear point dagger, automatic out the side. It's snappy, definitely comes out with authority. Aluminum handles once again. Now the blade on this one again is D2. Plunge grind again, not good on this one. And the edge is a bit wonky. You know, not the best edges on this one. Super snappy though. Nice snap. Lockup, rock solid. Got to give them credit for that. I love to see that. It is a sandwich construction on the back side. So it's two pieces just put together. So there's no back spacer. It's just the two sides closing together like a clamshell. Centering is not the best on this one, but you know, action's really good. It's slim, it's super lightweight. Yeah, I could see this being kind of cool. Now, here's my downside to D2 though, is that D2 is not great with mass-produced knives. It's just, that's the way that steel is. The steel's not, yeah, it's affordable, but it just doesn't come out consistent. So, you know, that's usually why I recommend not paying a lot for it. But let's get to the next one. Now the next one, okay, this one is an OTF. Ooh, yeah, this is not good. Okay, I don't like this one. Listen to it. It sounds so cheap. This is crap. Aluminum handle, not deep carry clip, has somewhat of a basher on the back side of it. The action is where it's lacking. And another thing, the blade grind. The blade is, it's double-edged, but it's not sharp at all. It's not sharp. It's got M390 steel. The geometry is just way too thick. To resharpen this, you know, it would be ridiculous because not only how thick it is, but, you know, by the plunge grind and choil, man, it would probably get wonky as all hell. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this one. This one just, it feels very cheap. I'm surprised they put M390 on this one. It just sounds like crap. It needs, the springs just sound very, very cheap. You know, it comes out decent, but let me check yeah, lots of rattle and tap. All OTFs have some rattle and tap. This one's a little bit more than I would like. I'm not sure how much money that one is. I'm sure I've already put it up on the screen for you guys so you guys can see it for yourself. Let's get to this next one. The next one is, okay, it's another OTF. Ooh, this one's heavy. Wow, this is heavy. Holy cow. This has got some damn weight to it. I wonder how much this weighs. Okay, that has a cleaner action. Oh yeah, see, now that's how it should be. Listen to that. Nice clean break. The geometry is much better. The edge is a lot better. This one's 440. So they did a good job on the 440 one, but not the M390 one. That's surprising. Now, you know, it's an OTF, so they're not going to be the sliciest of edges, but this one definitely has better geometry than the last one. The button has some grip to it. Not the grippiest, but you don't really need it. The spring is pretty easy. It sounds good though, very consistent. It feels like steel. It's got to be steel. It's aluminum? How is this aluminum? Is it titanium? I don't know. I'm sure I'm going to put it up on the screen exactly what it is, but it is heavy, like very heavy. Surprisingly heavy. You would not, I bet you all the knives together don't weigh as much as this one. Which could be good. You know, one, you're gonna have some leverage, you know, into a breaking glass. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a fist pack or anything, but it's heavy, and sometimes, not always, but sometimes that can make a knife feel like better quality, right? Sometimes when a knife is so lightweight, it feels cheap and plasticky and, you know, just cheap, right? So this does have a little bit more of a premium feel, and it could be because of the weight. But it might be a bit too heavy for a lot of people. It feels like about the weight of like a buck 110 with all brass, maybe even a little bit heavier. Anyways, I believe that is all of them. So I will have VIPERTECH linked down in the description. Some of them are good. You know, I'd like to check out more from them. They do have a lot of stuff on their site. So this is only a few things. Now, some things I didn't like, some things I did. So, you know, now, I'll test some of them and see how they do, you know, over time, you know, from opening, closing, and cutting and things like that. They seem like they're built fairly well. They don't seem like they're built so, well, a couple of them felt like they were built cheap, let me be honest. But a couple of them felt pretty decent. You know, they're just little issues like plunge grinds and things like that, which could all be cleaned up. And the thing is those little details, like with plunge grinds and just sharpening termination and all that stuff, it adds to the quality in a sense that it makes you feel like the attention to detail is more. So when a knife company goes up and beyond with the little details, that adds up to a massive amount. The difference between a cheap knife and a quality knife are the little fine details, and anybody who knows the know can see right through it. They can see it. They can see it a mile away. They can look at it on the internet and see it. So anyways, VIPERTECH knives, I'll have a link down in the description if you want to check out anything else that they do have. Work hard, stay tough. Until next time, peace.